Right, here we are. Right up there, Rag. That's where the top floor there is where the orphanage started. It's about the same size as a standard UK living room, and it housed 25 children. So they slept outside during the summer, then cramped inside in the winter. But in the winter, obviously the rains came and the water came inside the building. So it wasn't ideal for them. So we came here in 2013, and clearly there was a need here we could do something with. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick trip around Sattenpalli and to the new orphanage, so you can see the start and the finish of the project, to hopefully cover some misconceptions of why you wouldn't want to come and all the bits and pieces like that, and also for you to see the town and the village and all the atmosphere that you could soak up. We've got 2 spaces left now. We'd like to get those filled so we can pay for the orphanage, and the kids are going to be in a much bigger place, a much more comfortable place as well. All right, so we're going to crack on up and do that. But you can get an idea of the area from there. All right, Rag? Right, let's go. So here we are, through Sattenpalli's rural area. Now, yeah, it looks, I suppose, a number of people would call it certain things, but it's a rural place. Yeah, it is poor, and Sattenpalli is in a district called Andhra Pradesh, which is one of the most poorest in India. But that doesn't mean that people aren't friendly, because they are extremely friendly. I've never, the 3 times I've been here, I've felt threatened at all. Yeah, there's a few dogs roaming around, but again, you don't go out at night and you don't give them eye contact or things like that. So as long as you're sensible about it, it's fine. So some of the preconceptions I've heard from people of, I'd love to do it, but is my husband or my wife would not want to go without me going, or they would not want to go because of the cost or whatever. Well, it's a charitable event, so we're a charity, we're gift aid registered, so you can raise your money in many ways, like you would do for like the London Marathon. You don't have to pay yourself. Some people do pay, but some people raise money through quizzes and raffles and knitting scarves and all sorts of things. One young lad's coming, he's 16 still, and he's raised it through a mufti day and stuff like that at school. So these ventures are open to everyone, and on the next trip in October we have people from 18 to 78 coming. So that gives you an idea of how it opens to anyone. Now, yeah, half of those people have been before. So again, it's testament to how good these trips are. And that's not me patting myself on the back, that's just saying that I'm here just to facilitate these trips, to serve on the need of getting what this project done. But it's also an adventure, it is a holiday. My job is to give you an excellent holiday that you remember, and also to get this project done. And it is, for everyone that comes, it's a legacy. It's something you can turn around to your kids in future and to friends and go, I did this. This part of this orphanage I helped build. Physically see that. Now, don't you ever get that from any other holiday. So there we go. So here we are. We're coming into Sattenpalli now, into the main part of Sattenpalli. Now, also, it looks quite dirty, doesn't it? Ugh, dirty. And it's not. The people are very clean. Trust me, I smelt worse BO on people in Lidl's in the UK than over here. There's no one over here in the 3 times I've ever thought, cool, you guys could do with a bath. They're extremely clean people. Yes, it's your normal downtown high street. That's part of the adventure. You know, you've got the sights and sounds here. What I'm smelling now is, there's a bit of effluent. There's a bit of jasmine in the air. A bit of fumes, and here we go, I'm on the back of a bike going down the main street of Sattenpalli. And again, will you get this in Benidorm or Kavos or anywhere like that? I don't think you will. And again, food. You're bound to get deli belly, I suspect. I've never had deli belly, apart from in Delhi. When you come here, you'll eat home-cooked food made by people locally, eating local foods. It's all cooked fresh, and it's fine. Never had a problem, and never used more than 1 toilet roll in my week of being here. Yeah, you get the idea. The important thing is that you've got to keep your hygiene up. So we'll talk you through that. You shower every day because you're going to be with a team, a communal team. So you just keep yourself, because you're going to sweat. I mean, at the moment it's about 30 degrees here. So you get used to it. But yeah, you have to keep yourself clean. Shower every day, before eating, after eating, shaking people's hands, all that. Use antibacterial gel, and you'll be fine. You won't need much more than that. So here we are. So hopefully that covers a lot of it. Oh, dogs also. Oh, I don't like dogs. I don't want to be chased by dogs. Yeah, you need your rabies jab to come to India, but I've never been chased by a dog. Don't give it eye contact. Don't throw things at it. Don't pet it. Just leave them alone. Some do have rabies and you don't want to take the risk. And that's why you need your rabies jab. But in the 5, 6 years I've been doing this, I've never been bitten by a dog so far. Yeah, you need typhoid. Typhoid is a problem here, but again, I doubt you'll ever get a problem with it, but I can't risk it with you. Malaria is the big one, really. Ironically, this trip, I've been bitten about 10 times around my ankles. Again, just take your malaria tablets and use your DEET spray and you'll be fine. So, if I scan back over here, oh, hang on, back around, we have Helen on the back of the other bike. And here we go. So this is probably what you would expect from a rural place in India. Hopefully I'm not boring you too far, but just, we have 2 spaces left for this. And when you consider that people have come back for their 3rd time in March, one person will be their 4th time. There must be something to it. There must be something to it. And if you do it once, this is the thing to do.
Yeah, it will get busted.
Yeah. Again, you've got the mangoes and all these sort of stalls. You've got tuk-tuk zipping around. You'll get to experience all this. So now this is the main street of Sattenpalli. So we're now going to head off the street and back round to the new orphanage to show you that. To give you an idea of the difference in size. As you can see, no helmets, unlike no license either, but it is good fun zipping around. And when it all looks kind of mad. When you're a passenger in a car or whatever, it is kind of mad. But when you actually ride a bike like I have over here, you seem to become one of the Indians' subconscious, and it all kind of makes sense of what the bibbing and the zigzagging and all that makes sense to. But it is like a labyrinth, Sattenpalli. I have no idea where I am, where anyone is, when it's just lanes and tracks and all sorts. Now on the next trip, we're going to be flying into Hyderabad, and we will see Hyderabad, so you'll get to experience your proper biryani from the place where it was originated. We'll go to the fort, and then we're going to get a train. So all our luggage will go on in a truck, and we'll get a train. So you'll be able to go through the countryside of India on a train and experience that, which you probably see on TV and want to say you've done that. We'll get to Sattenpalli, and then we will go up to another orphanage in Trivulli again by train and then bus, and then come back the day after. And then you'll experience the beach, the Bay of Bengal, Sri Lanka. It's the Sri Lanka beach. Again, the sea there is about 35 degrees. You can't quite believe how they can heat that amount of water. But we'll take the kids there as well. So you get to see stuff. You get to see what you want to see of India, but with the kids, and the kids are great. It's 30 kids, you'd think you'd be knackered on it, but they're great. And then you'll also get to go to the Kapporet temple, where lots of monkeys, and you get to see a temple there as well. And you'll get to shop around Sattenpalli. Buy a sari, which a silk sari will cost you 15 quid. You can buy stuff for the orphanage and stuff like that as well. So what we do say is what you can bring out with you is 7 kilos. That's it for the whole week. It's not a, you need to try and get it all in there, which you will. You won't need much. The other bag, which we'll give you to bring, you can get your friends and family to fill with soap, cricket bats, footballs, clothes, all that sort of stuff for the kids. And the kids love that, but mostly what the kids like is just being around us, learning some English words, and and know another preconception, I want to take one home with me. No, you won't want to take one home with you, because they're quite happy. They have nothing, so they need nothing. So it's hopefully all those misconceptions we've dealt with. As long as you look after yourself, and we're here to look after you and tell you what you need to do, and you respect the religion, you respect the culture, and you're subservient to it, you'll have a great time, and the people will treat you as their own. But that is it. And they also, you're a bit of a novelty here, because white people don't come to Sattenpalli. Anyway, I've rabbited enough, so hopefully we've covered all that. But if you're thinking that's going to be something for you, then get in touch. We've got 2 spaces left, and then we're off to Nepal, and we won't be coming back to India unless there's demand for a couple of years. So if you fancy being part of this, and more importantly, fancy making your mark and having a legacy on this orphanage, which will be there for years and years to come, then that's the thing to do. There we are. See?
Who are you?
Yeah, see? A novelty. Hello, hello. Okay? You good?
Good.
Good, good. What's your name? Wednesday? Lala. Good, good. Okay?
Okay. Bye.
Okay? Bye. Bye. So there you go. Bit of a long video, I know, but you can take what you want out of this. Yeah, it's not quite as you find down your local high street, but it's not bad. It's not you're not going to sit here going, crikey, it just smells of crap all the time. But it doesn't. You're going to get smells of jasmine. You'll get smells of all sorts coming in, and it's all part of it. And again, the photos you take from this, your photos that you took. You didn't buy them on the internet. You didn't get a print out of the range. Monkey. Yeah, you're not gonna. These are ones that people go, oh look, that looks really good on your wall. What's that? Oh, I took that. I went there, and this is what we did. It's a talking point, and quite a unique talking point. And again, just to clarify here, I've come out here this time. I pay my way. I pay all my own things, and I bring money out as well. So eventually, I make sure that we vet all the charities we get involved in. We only deal with small children's charities across Asia and Europe. We only give money to ones we know are going to do it well. But importantly for me, really, is ideally, donations are great, but we'd like people to come out and experience a different culture, deal with those preconceptions of Muslim and Hindu ways and stuff, and get people to experience it. And that's the best way, really. And yeah, you'll get a holiday out of it. We'll manage a holiday for you, and it'll be a very unique holiday. But you'll also see where your money's going. You'll physically see how much goes in there now. We have a bank account, starts at 0, trip starts up, pays for flights and visas and food and transfers, the rest goes to where it needs to go to. No operating costs, no admin costs, things like that. We also get your gift aid as well, which again goes to the charity which you want to put towards. So again, back to India. It all goes to where it should go to. No hidden secrets, no administration costs, none of this larger costs of larger charities. That's not saying they're doing a good job, because they all are. But, we want to make sure you're happy where your money's going to. Yeah, it's the same price as a normal week's holiday, and yes, you can have a much nicer holiday, 1,500 quid. But would you remember it as much? No, I don't think you would. Yes, I'm biased. But then, go on the website and look at all the comments from the people that have come. Don't take my word for it. And if you want to come along to the team meeting on the 16th of May in Wimborne, speak to 2 other people, again, who have said. And you can talk to them yourselves. So, apologies for the long video. We didn't want it to be this long, but obviously we're just trying to get amongst the labyrinth of you know, lanes and tracks and whatever to get to the new orphanage, so you can see what's going on. And when you think that the 25 children sort of jigsawed together into a small room the size of a living room, then you'll see that the next place is massive and really going to do the job. But also what we've stipulated is we wanted a damp-proof course put in, which they didn't know anything about. So we've done that for the monsoon season, so water doesn't come up through the floor. We've also, to allow for continued growth of this as well, is we've put in place foundations and steelwork which will support 10 stories. So it's got 1 story at the moment, it'll go up 10. I don't think somehow it'll be the tallest building in Sattenpalli at that, but you know, it can go bigger. And also, what's saying that we give the money and then they sell the building? Well, they can't, because they've made myself and one of the trustees of the Kapporet Trust, which we work with on this, we've got a joint venture on this, we've gone with trustees, so they can't sell it. So you know your money's safe. Now here we're coming up on the new orphanage. As you can see, it's a bit mammoth, and yes, it can be a little bit ugly. But once they've painted it, and here's the guys doing the rendering on it, and there we go. That's it. So that's what you've got. Take you inside. So we've got main entrance there, and we're coming through. Okay, so into here we've got a big yard area, place for them to wash, you know, and then you've got the steps going up to the first floor, which will be 3 large bedrooms, onto the roof as well, and ground floor is kitchen and guest room and all things like that. So when you get in, it's all locked up. But if I take you around, as you can see, much bigger, much bigger. Currently their size would be that living room in there, but let's take you up to the top there and show you the view, and then I think that's enough me wittering for a day. So up we go. So they're still building now. There we go, there's the first floor. In through there will be a bedroom and into the bathroom. In that room there as well, again another room and bathroom, and this is the main area where the girls will sleep. Girls will sleep upstairs and boys downstairs. We go up. Up onto the roof again. Great for sleeping on and also revising and bits and pieces like that. But there you go, there's the view. Palm trees and cows and paddy fields and all that sort of stuff. And over there, with the other white building there with the blue thing, that's the existing one they're renting, which again is 3 times the size of what they've got. So this again is in bigger. And we come back across, and that's Sattenpalli there. So that's enough wittering. Hopefully I'm going to get 2 of you to go, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. I've answered a lot of your questions and stuff, and any questions, let me know. Right, there we go. Alright, cheers for listening and watching, guys.